Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. I'll wake up in a doo-doo-doo da la 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 la. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the, yeah. What is she singing there? Oh, lupa duka doo doo doo. Yeah, I think it's luka pupa doo da doo. You think so? Yeah, something like that. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO. And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO. Over here, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Weenie Mushane. Say hello, my sweetheart. BOOZHOO, Gakina. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. And over here, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO Niji. Say hello, buddy. Hey, everyone, welcome to the show. And today, we've got a really great show planned for today, huh, sweetie? Oh, we were up all night. Do we have anything planned? Not much. I think we're going to teach you a Ojibwe word of the day. Yeah, let's start with that. Today is Wednesday. And in the Ojibwe language, we refer to Wednesday as halfway. It is the halfway day. Halfway through the work week, sweetie. Halfway, abatuse. Abatuse. Abatuse, abatuse, abatuse. I got to say, Mino Giga Jeb. Good morning on this abatuse to the BOOZHOO crew. Mino Giga Jeb crew. On this Wednesday, we would like to say a very special good morning to Grassroots Indians. Grassroots Indians! Because Grassroots is the, what do we call him? He's first in class. Okay, he's first in class. Gold star for Grassroots. Gold star for the Grassroots. BOOZHOO Niji. And hoa, here is Diane. Diane's number 2. Number 2 for Diane. Wait, that sounded wrong. Yeah, no, don't give Diane number 2. Give Diane a silver star. A silver star. Number 2. Won't you be my number 2? Me and number 1 are through. There won't be too much to do. Just smile when I feel blue. Won't you be my number 2? Such a beautiful song, but all I can think of is that Joe Jackson singing, won't you be my poo? Yeah. My number 2. Well, who's your number 1? Oh, that's when I go pee. No. Diane, good morning. And third place is Wally Bear. Mino Giga Shabe, Wally Bear, with third place and a bronze star. Bronze star for Wally Bear. BOOZHOO Niji. And NANABOOZHOO, you're on time today. Yeah, I think it's 2 days in a row. We actually started on time. I think I've been colonized. Are you colonized? Yep. Oh, work day starts at 8 o'clock. Better punch in your time card, time clock, whatever. So, yep. And you too, you're right here on time. Grassroots calls this hump day. Let's not get into that. Hey! Hey, Mino Giga Jabe. Millie June Thomas. Oh, is Millie here? Sure is. Well, BOOZHOO, Millie. BOOZHOO, Millie. Heavy Flow's here. BOOZHOO, Heavy Flow. BOOZHOO, Heavy Flow. And Sequoia Hummingbird. Sequoia the Nenu Kasi. Sequoia hummingbird. Me no giga shape, Sequoia. Good morning, Sequoia. We're so glad you could be with us today on Abituse. If it's a halfway moon, sweetie, yeah, we call it Abita Jesus. Abita, half is an Abita. Abita Jesus. Abita Jesus. And today I would like to talk about something nothing to do with that. What are you going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the birch bark. Oh, I forgot to grab that birch bark thing. It doesn't matter. You know what birch bark is. Wigwas. Birch bark. And a lot of people think, oh yeah, Indians, they live in teepees. And then sometimes they go to college and go, wait a second. The Ojibways didn't live in teepees? What'd they live in? And then they'll say, oh no, we lived in wigwams. A wigwam. But in Ojibwe, our word for wigwam is wigawam. People forget about that first, whatever, wigawam. A wigawam is like your house, your lodge. And back in the days of the grandfathers, we would use the birch bark, the wigwas, to build our lodges, to build our canoes, and to build our pencil cans. That's right. You know, every Indian education teacher has a birch bark pencil can on his desk. That's traditional. That comes from back in the old days. Wigwas was birch bark. And then eventually, because we would build our lodges out of, a lot of stuff, but they would have birch bark coverings anyway, because birch bark's waterproof. Wigawam would be your lodge. Then they started putting together, the thing about Ojibwe, sweetie, yeah, is it's an old language. When people stopped using English, they didn't have a lot of new stuff. So like, Bima say something or other. There's an Ojibwe word for airplane. But you had to kind of make up a new word and then translate it back, you know. So, like, Wigamig, or Wigwam, Wigawam means lodge. But then when Ojibwe people started to translate words like restaurant, they'd say, well, how do you say restaurant in Ojibwe? It's like, well, I think restaurants is a French word anyway. But it's the eating house. Wisani Wigam. Wisani Wigam. Or like the hospitals would be the sick house. Akozi Wigam. Wigamig. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that. But the colleges, they decided to call a college Gabe Gikandasu Wigamig. Gikandasu Wigamig. Gabe means all, or the whole extent of something. Gabe. Gikandasu is to be educated or to be smart. Gikandasu. Some people call me smart. They call you smart Alec. Yeah, I'm a smart Alec. Gabe Gikandasu Wigamig is the all-knowing lodge. It is the house where the whole extent of knowledge resides. In a college? Yep. You just go in there, anything you need to know or will ever know, you can learn in college. So today is Ojibwe discussion. I will pose the question. What was the name of our show today? I don't know. We named it one thing and then we changed it. Yeah, because it was stupid. What did I name it today? Can I tell? Gabe Kikandos. No. I don't know. I was going to call today's show The Colleges Fell Like Playing Card Hell. From the Bowie song? Yep. The colleges fell like playing card hell, and the tears on the face of the wise boy came trembling down through the rumbling ground, and the missionary mystic of peace love I stumbled back to cry. Gabe, kikenda, su wigamik. Kikendasu, to be smart. But I'm going to ask the question, do we need to college anymore? Are we living in the age where we're finally going to see the end of the colleges? People are saying the colleges are becoming obsolete. They're too expensive. You don't really learn anything practical as far as work is concerned. Back in the days of the grandfathers, like when my dad went to college, number one, it was free. What do you mean? Well, for Indian people, my dad didn't have to, he got scholarships or whatever. And college in the 70s was pretty cheap. You'd work at your summer job mowing lawns or something, and you'd raise enough money to pay for your tuition for the whole year. Oh, I'm so glad I had a summer job. Now I can go to college. Well, you fast forward a few generations, and now it's like, oh, would you like to read some old books with us? Yeah, we got a professor. He'll read it out loud in front of the class. $60,000, please. Oh, no, that's just 1 year. And then people, it take 6 years to get that 4-year degree. And they're like, okay, there you go. You're all knowing now. You came to college. Go get a job. And the kid's like, oh, wait, I don't have a job automatically? No, we never said we'd give you a job. We're just going to educate you so the employer knows you're smart. So the kid goes out and gets a job, selling insurance, and realizes, he's got to work for 2 weeks just to pay the student loan, back. So now he's, working for half wages of a month, I don't know. Do you regret going to college? No, I don't regret, because I never paid back my student loans. But did I, it wasn't necessary for anything. Because here's kind of the thing I thought about recently. Yeah. If you spent 4 years doing anything. Oh, yeah, I think I said something about unmet dreams or something. Kids, let's say you just graduated from high school and you go, oh, okay. I signed up for college. I got a month left or 2 months and I'm going to have to go to college. I'm really excited to get to live in a dorm and I'm going to chase girls and stuff. But a lot of us are thinking, well, I'm just going to go to college. I'll figure out what I want to do with my life while I'm, in college. But it doesn't seem, you don't notice how expensive that is. You don't even notice how much money you're borrowing and how much time you're wasting and how much money you're not making doing other things. When you're 18, you do have some idea of what kind of lifestyle, what kind of, you got some ideas. Well, unless you want to be a high school teacher or go on and get a PhD and become a college teacher, there's not like a license and they're not going to just hold your hand and give you a job, doing the thing, probably what your dream is. Like when I was 18, I loved comic books and I loved rock and roll. And I didn't want to have a soul-crushing job. I wanted to be independent. I probably wanted to be an artist or a musician, comic strip artist or something. And so I went to college thinking, well, I can start a comic strip and I'll practice the guitar and maybe I'll start a band or something. Yeah. I kind of thought I would live out my dreams in between classes. And college would just give me a time to, figure it out. But I didn't need college for that. In those 4 years, if I had borrowed money and invested it in guitars and guitar lessons and band stuff, and I spent 4 years actually spending all day drawing comic strips, networking with newspapers and whatever. You know, you don't have to have a college degree to do whatever you want. The college recruiter will kind of say, well, in this day and age, you got to have at least a 4-year degree to even get your foot into the door. It's like, yeah, to get your foot in the door to become, you know, some mindless drone working in a cubicle. But for most of us, we have these dreams of doing something not that. So I say, you know, have a little confidence in yourself. You're living in America. There's a land of opportunity. Like in the movie Rocky. I love that scene. Remember that? Rocky comes into that. He thinks he's going to get hired to be a sparring partner with Apollo Creed. And the promoter goes, Rocky, do you believe America's a land of opportunity? And Rocky goes, yeah. All dejected. Yeah. And then he tells him he gives him a shot at the championship. Well, I don't know. College. And on top of it all, I think a lot of people are rethinking college because it's become such a cult of leftism and liberalism. It really has. I mean, even when I was a kid in college, back in the 90s, you know, by the time you get done reading everything and you take all their classes and stuff, I was so brainwashed into hating America. I thought this was the most racist, homophobic, backwards, white patriarch. I left college so angry. Just ready to go. Okay. Thank you, college. You taught me to hate this country. I'm going to go out there and do something. Immediately got a job at another college. Recruiting Indians. Yeah, come on in. I was kind of like, remember those old movies about boarding schools? Yeah. And there'd always be like that one kind of mixed-blooded guy who could speak Indian but also worked for the U.S. boarding school people. And he'd show up in the village like in a prop plane or one of those planes you can land on the lake. Yeah. And he'd be like, hey, kids, I got some peppermint sticks. Get on my plane. I'll give you some candy. And the little Indian kids just climb aboard and he steals them, takes them off to boarding school. Grandma's on the floor or on the ground crying. I know, it's heartbreaking. Yeah. That was like me, only I was recruiting kids into college. Hey, kids. Yeah, come on. I got some peppermint sticks. Got some scholarships. Yeah, just sign on the line there. Yeah. And I'll bring you to college. Gabe, Kikendasu Wigamig. The all-knowing lodge. No, you'll be safe here. These other guys went to college too. They're going to tell you what you need to know. And then you will be Kikendasu. Then you will be smart. Do you feel smart? I feel pretty. You feel pretty? I feel pretty and witty and gay. Do you feel gay? Well, I feel happy. How many more days until we can stop being proud of being gay? I think 1 or 2. That was the other thing. By the time you get to college, I was half convinced I was gay myself. Yeah. You know, every day in college it's discussing about race, being gay, how racist and gay the founding fathers were or something. And then by night, Party Central. Just the worst display and gathering of problem alcoholics, binge drinkers you're ever going to meet, college students. That's really true, isn't it? Yeah. It is just a cesspool of binge drinking parties. I mean, even the professors and stuff go out to bars and party up with the kids. Drug use everywhere. You know, let's not even get into what up hanky-panky people get into in college. And yet, like, I wouldn't want to send my kids to college. Yeah. Because I certainly wouldn't send my daughters to college. Not unless I made their older brothers go with them or something. I wouldn't let my daughter in a college chaperoned. Really? Yeah, it's not safe, you know. But you know, I had fun in college. But I'm a dude. So I don't know what to say. Should you go to college? Probably not. But if you do, don't pay back your student loans. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I can count to potato, and that's without any college education. Grassroots. I can count to potato. Heavy Flow has 1 college credit. Well, la-dee-da. Quit your bragging, Heavy Flow, with your college credit. Heavy Flow is always trying to win arguments. Hey, everybody. I have something to say. I have 1 college credit, so my opinion on this subject is this. MJ's here. Hey, BOOZHOO, MJ. MJ's the bear. More specifically, what is that, sweetie? It looks like a wall bear. Wall bear. Is this Mark Wahlberg? I don't think so. Oh, it's a Wally bear. I get it. She made a Wally. Oh, a Wally bear. Yeah. Wally bear, that's for you. Now the kids will tell their parents, who needs college? I have determination. Well, there's something to that. You know, I mean, when you go back all the greats in history, you know, it's not like Shakespeare went to college to learn how to write. He just started writing a story, you know, a play, and shared it with his friends. You know, college makes you think. I remember thinking you kind of needed a piece of paper. It was almost like permission to go try to do the thing you want to do. It's like, well, I have a college degree now. I can get my foot in the door. A company will hire me, and then I can work my way up. Or maybe you got a dream. Maybe you got an itch. Maybe it's something you want to do. And like, there's a lot of singers. People who are just natural singers. I've known them my whole life. My mom used to be one. Where you just sing in the car, you're singing in the shower, while you're cleaning, you just sing. Pretty soon you get pretty good at singing, and you're singing in church, and maybe somebody asks you to sing at their wedding. You know, they're singers. But they don't have any confidence to start a band. To go meet some guitar players and a drummer and a bass player and say, I'm going to write a song here with you guys. They want to get a degree. They go to college. Oh, I'm going to study singing. Like, study singing? Don't you do that every day in the car when you're listening to the radio? I said, no, I'm going to have to go get a diploma. Oh, I took 4 years of singing. Really? Why? Oh, no, look, watch, I can do this now. Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name, you know. I mean, it doesn't hurt, I guess, but... but like, you know, I've never met a guitar player, and I don't think there's ever been a successful guitar player who went to college for guitar. Right. Not like Eddie Van Halen said, well, I picked up the guitar when I was 13. I played every day for 7 years. And then I decided to go to college to study the guitar. 4 years later, I started Van Halen. It was like, no, you just start Van Halen. Who cares? Just do it. You like to write? Just write. Hemingway. I read Hemingway's first short story. Yeah. Wow, was that terrible? No way. Oh, yeah, it was like a kid wrote it. It was just crap. Boring, poorly written, stupid. But he just kept writing, and pretty soon he had a number of books. Just do it. Who cares? Keep trying. You know how good you can get at something after 4 years? I spent 4 years getting good at faking being all-knowing in college. Really? Yeah. I learned how to... I did read some books in a matter of days. I basically spent 1 day a week really studying and working hard in college. 8-hour, 12-hour days of doing all the homework I didn't do all week long, writing papers and that. And I learned a little something about how to word processing on the computer. It was the early days of the computers when I went to college. I learned how to research in a library. But I spent a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of organizing just to get that diploma. When if I'd spent 4 years every day just working on my cartoons or playing the guitar, writing songs, who knows? I probably would have been way more successful just going for it. But whatever. What about VOTEC? Do you regret going to VOTEC? VOTEC? For you young people, a VOTEC is a vocational technical institute. It's what they used to call trade schools, or what they used to call technical colleges. Somewhere along the line, the VOTECs wanted to be called colleges too. So they called themselves technical college. Well, technically we're a college. And I went to a technical college. And I learned how to run printing presses and do all the preparation for the old style printing method, which is still used a lot, but it's going away fast with color copying and that, and just high speed copiers. But I learned the old school offset press operation, Over the years, I've had a number of jobs working in printing shops, A line of work I always hated. Really? Oh, it's the worst. It's just loud factory work, fast pace, low pay, high stress. Just almost manual labor, but at least you're indoors, But of course, I don't regret that. It was only a year long. Lots of good memories, lots of good stories, from my time living down there. And it helped me find jobs when I was trying to work my way through college. No, I don't regret anything. Go ahead and do it if you want. Are people asking you permission to go to college? Yeah, in case you're looking to me, wondering, hey, should I go to college? Let's see what NanaBOOZHOO thinks. I'm going to tune into his live stream. This guy's got answers, I can tell. I can tell by his clothing. He can show me the way. Hey, Surrealist is here. Well, BOOZHOO, Surrealist. Me no giga shabe. Surrealist says, wait, went too far. Sorry for the disillusionment, Diane, but there's corruption in almost every field, and I'm glad we're spreading your knowledge. We really appreciate your insights, too. Oh, here we go. Diane says, Joseph Campbell always said, follow your bliss. So true. Follow your bliss, and the money will follow. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. I feel like You know that old Joseph Campbell, Joey Campbell, they called him. He would study a lot of these different religions and stuff like that, and try to find commonalities. And he said a lot of these different wisdom teachings or whatever. The wise people would say the same thing. You know, we've got a fire in the belly. There's a yearning to do something. People have a purpose and a path to follow. You follow your bliss. Whatever makes you happy and makes you grow, that's the thing you're supposed to do. And not everybody has the same thing. We're not all meant to become president of the United States. And I think a lot of people, especially women, get shamed when they're following their bliss and it seems real modest. What do you mean? Like if you're a mother or a homemaker and people go, well, what are you going to do with your life? You're going to go to college? It's like, actually, I kind of want to just have a baby right away and, you know, get a house and decorate, and take care of my baby and have a man. I want to get married. They go, oh, you're not very ambitious. Yeah, you're lazy. You just want to have a family. Yeah, that's not a job. But for a lot of people, that's a strong, they come in their own, they're good moms, homemakers and that kind of stuff. They have an intelligence on how to organize and maintain the home. And they can raise a child and educate that child. Real education, like how to walk, how to talk, how to swallow food. I mean, the first knowledge keepers are mom. It really is. So for some people, following your bliss is going to become a mom. For some of us long-haired weirdos, following your bliss might be writing a song. You just can't get enough of playing those same 3 chords and singing la 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 bamba or whatever. You know, some people, they start drawing. Maybe you're like this, Michael. What's that? You ever start drawing and then it's just like an itch you can't stop scratching? Yeah, sometimes and it's been a while actually. I don't draw that much these days. But when you just love drawing, you just keep drawing and you're getting tired but you don't want to quit. Yeah. You follow your bliss, follow that thing. You know. Gabe kikindasui gamig. When I was a college recruiter, I used to say stuff like, yeah, you should come to college because they'll help you learn critical thinking. Like, what? Won't life just help you learn critical thinking? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, doggone it. We're getting the nasty bots. Naked HD, XYZ. Cheaper Tinder. Even you. How do these guys find our show? I'm going to block this. It's so gross. Yeah. Going to remove it. And report it. Unwanted commercial content and pornographic sexually explicit material. Thanks, we received your report. If we find this content to be in violation of our community guidelines, we will remove it. My apologies, Sequoia. Sequoia had to read all that nasty stuff. Yeah. They heard you talking about the lifestyle. Was I talking about dating and stuff again? All-knowing Lodge. MJ's shocked. Anyway, what was I talking? Oh yeah, following your bliss. I really do believe now that I'm old and I always knew what kind of person I wanted to be and how I wanted to live, which is kind of what we're doing now. But yeah. Everyone's programmed to do something. Everyone's got a path. And college can't help you find that path. Unless it's... Maybe education itself, is college is good at making educators. You know, college is probably good at making other teachers. You know, here's a teacher showing you how to teach. But outside of that, you know, and for most like fun jobs, I mean, most of us aren't going, hey, how do you become a, you know, radiologist in the medical field or whatever? You know, that's probably specialized training I don't even understand. Although I suspect it's just putting on a mask and turning the crank until the person falls asleep. I don't know why you need a degree for that. Yeah. But I also suspect that most operations, I could probably do with common sense. What do you mean? Like if somebody else could knock out the person and they wouldn't wake up, I could get a scalpel and, you know, I've cleaned fish before. I know how to open up a belly. You can dig around in there a little bit. I could probably do heart surgery. You could not. I'd watch a YouTube video first. I'm not saying I'd go in there totally uneducated. But yeah, everyone's got something they want to do. And I've often thought that also people have a certain DNA. Like there's some people who are just natural mechanics. They just have the mechanic's brain. They're interested in mechanical things. They like cars. They like engines. They don't get bored learning the science behind mechanical stuff. And to just make an engine run and, you know, fix up an old car, it's like art to them. Me, I don't have that gene. I immediately go dumb when people talk about cars. Yeah, like I can't remember different car brands or whatever. Like my uncle's all like, oh, that guy had a Chevy, but I was like, no way, man. I'm a Ford all day long or whatever. I'm like, what? Who cares? I can't be bothered to like do maintenance on my pickup. I just run it into the ground and tow it into a real mechanic to get fixed whenever I just run it into the ground. Yeah. But some people are just, you know, fix-it people. Some people are parents, you know, they're mothers. I haven't met many fathers, sadly. What do you mean? Like natural father types? Guys who are just father figures to young people, pass on knowledge, are strong masculine leaders. A lot of mother types, but I don't know. We're living in an age of the absent dad. Dad's at work. Dad's with his new wife in his second family. You know. Dad was just your mom's boyfriend. He was never your dad. He was just a donor. Where have all the dads gone, sweetie? They're gone. Yeah. So long, fathers. Father's Day came and went and nobody even said a thing. I know, it's horrible. In fact, was Juneteenth on Father's Day this year? Was it really? I think it might have been. It's weird that Father's Day's in the month of gay pride. Yeah. You know, the one thing that gays don't really become are dads. I mean, unless they're in the closet. Yeah. Hey, la, la. Wally Bear says, it's hard to discover, but once you do enlist, you will be glad you did. Enlist. What's he talking about? In the army? I should have joined the army, sweetie. You think so? Yeah, except I'm afraid of guns. Are you afraid of guns? No. I'm afraid of bullets. I don't want to get shot. When I discovered Starfleet Academy is real, I quit college and enlisted in Starfleet. Now I'm captain of a starship called USS Minnesota, NCC 2657. Starfleet Academy is real? Nice. Sweetie, let's join Starfleet. How can Starfleet Academy be real when space is fake? Well, space is fake, but I bet you Starfleet's real. Do we get to wear the Starfleet uniform? Oh, yeah, I want to wear the Starfleet uniform. I want you to dress up as Uhura with those tall, knee-high go-go boots. Yeah, I'll wear the mini skirt uniform. Yeah, I want to wear the old-style 60s Starfleet uniform, where I'm wearing like the black polyester pants and boots. You just have the long shirt and no skirt at all. Yeah, and my go-go boots and your go-go boots. Oh, brother. All right, sweetie. I think I've yammered on long enough. I don't know what I talked about, really. Not much. No. You wanna get up here? Yeah, we can. I can take a turn. Do you want to play a song first? Yeah, sure. I'll play a song. Should I play Emily or Blues Runs the Game? I'll play Blues Run the Game. Okay, I'll play Blues Runs the Game. And then maybe we'll close with Emily. Yeah, okay. There's a song about Goshgainda Moen, about the blues, about feeling sad. Everywhere I've been and gone, anywhere I've roamed, the blues, they run the game. Up next, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Miigwech Bizendawieg. Thank you for listening. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues are all the same. Set out for whiskey, baby, set out for gin. Me and room service, honey. Me and room service, babe. Me and room service, well, we're living a life of sin. When I'm not drinking, baby, you're on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, honey, when I ain't sleeping, mama, when I'm not sleeping, you know, you'll find me crying. Try another city, baby, another town. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues come following down. Loving is a gamble, baby, loving's much the same. Wherever I have played, wherever I've thrown them dice, wherever I have played, the blues have run the game. You are amazing. Wherever I've been and gone. That's a sad song, huh? Yeah, it's really sad. The blues have run the game. Oh, wow, sure, realist. Bless your heart. $100 from Surrealist. Hoka, hey, me gwetch. Thank you, Surrealist. Me gwetch, we really appreciate it. Surrealist just gave us a really generous super chat. During the live stream, we do accept super chats. And we've also got some links in the description to Patreon, PayPal, and GoFundMe. And Michael Lyons has books for sale on Amazon.com. Books like Little Cutie, a Teddy Bear's Vision Quest. And we are working on the new... Well, I'm not doing anything. Michael is working on a new book. Are you giving up on the coloring book? No, I'll do... I think we're going to have both. Do you want to explain it? Will you explain it? Yeah, I can explain it. This is a book Michael wrote called Little Cutie. Coming up this fall, we're going to have a BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO quick reference Ojibwe language, words and phrases, and a coloring book. It's going to be and quite frankly, are we going to charge the BOOZHOO crew? I think I'm just going to give free copies to the BOOZHOO crew. Or like the first 50 copies or something. We'll just give out to people. And then we'll sell it. Okay. So we'll give out free copies to basically everyone we know. And then hope people who don't watch a show will want to buy it. Yep. You're some businessman, Michael. I'll give you that. Anyway, what are we going to call it? Well, probably something like BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO's Ojibwe reference guide or something. Okay. But watch for that coming up. And anything else coming up in the world of BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO? Let's see, the new book, the coloring book. That thing we've been waiting for and is now officially about 2 months late. Yeah, they suck. I'm not going to say anything until afterwards. But we will be reviewing a company here soon. But thanks. Anyway, what should I do? Do you want to go for a? You want to go say a prayer? Yeah, when I go outside. Hey, you know where I could go? Where do you want to go? Well, we had that. We could go to St. Scholastica. You want to go to... Yeah, we can't do that. Why not? Technical difficulties. Oh, I get it. Okay. Why don't you just send me out to the flowery meadow? Okay. I'm going to go outside, say a little prayer. All right. Well, that's 1 to teleport. Okay. And I'm locking in your coordinates. But I'm right here. Okay. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No. Oh, well, this is pretty. BOOZHOO. Yeah, this is better than going to St. Scholastic anyway. BOOZHOO, Benishiyag. BOOZHOO. What do you call a dead Jewish person who haunts the house? A BOOZHOO. No. BOOZHOO. Kichi kichi kanashin. Hello, chickadee. BOOZHOO, kitchimanadu. Hello, great spirit. Asema. Kitchimanadu. Great Spirit. Taka otapanan niwi asema. Please accept my tobacco. Kitchimanadu. Taka we duka wishin. Ando minawe nungum. Please help me to speak well today. Dagawi duka wishin. Wewe ni ji nana good windaman. Ji otapanaman inu gegashki gadosiwan. Ji anji saduyan. Ji apichide ayan. Ji anji saduyan. Gegashki katuyan. Ji de apichi nabwakayan. Ji Gaindaman ono. Ape inge. Great Spirit, help me to accept the things I cannot change. Give me the courage to change the things I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Serenity Prayer. Serenity now! I want serenity now! Remember that from Seinfeld? And George's dad got a self-help tape. And he started shouting to himself, Serenity now! That's what I'm looking for. A quick fix to serenity. You hear that? You gotta shout your intentions. Serenity now! I used to, Diane from the BOOZHOO crew, you guys, I don't know if she's still here or not. When I first met Diane, we were talking about stuff like Serenity now or whatever, spiritual stuff. And she looked at me and she kind of turned her head a little bit. She's like, are you a hopeless seeker too? I was like, what's a hopeless seeker? Because, you know, a seeker, someone seeking God or seeking truth, seeking the source, seeking peace, knowledge. A seeker. Some people aren't seeking. Some people are NPCs, non-player characters. They're just programmed in. They march to the orders. They get up when the alarm goes off, do the exact same thing every day. They go to the same place. They perform a task. This is my cubicle. I sit down and I perform this series of tasks. And I get up and I come home. And I watch TV and I get on the internet. And I do these things. And I just, day in, day out. But then some of us are seekers, are hopeless seekers. And we're hopeless. We have no hope. Because we might spend our whole lives looking for answers. And just get more questions. That's what I get. The more I ask, the more questions are revealed. Wait, what? And I'm not going to go off on the moon landing every day, I promise. Because it's not even the moon landing. Let's go back even further. It goes back to kindergarten and Santa Claus. I think Santa Claus is the original conspiracy theory. You show up to school and somebody says, you believe in Santa Claus? No. They lied about that. And you go, what? No. My parents wouldn't lie to me. Maybe they don't know. You know, don't call my mom a liar. And that's the same thing, you know. Well, why would they lie? And you become a seeker. You go, what? That's so strange. Why would he lie about Christmas? Why would you have to make up a story? Because the answers they just make more questions. You'll go, why do they lie? And somebody will say, well, they want to make Christmas more fun. Like, wait a second. They want to make getting tons of gifts, being surrounded by your family and friends, celebrations, feasts, and presents, and goodwill, and cheer, and music, and games, and parties. They want to make that better. Okay. With what? A story of an obese, childless man who flies in a satanic sleigh and breaks into your house at night? How does that? Then new questions. Why would they think that would make things better? What's the connection to Jesus? I thought it was supposed to be his birthday. What's this holiday really about? More questions, more questions. And then pretty soon you're going down the rabbit hole. And that rabbit hole goes off into other areas. Yeah, did you know they lied about this other thing too? Yeah, Easter Bunny's not real either. What? Why would they lie? Oh, they just thought it would make it more fun for the kids. You know, this religious holiday about the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus. We thought that'd make it more fun for the kids when they're picturing torture and death and resurrection and blood sacrifice. To throw in a rabbit, maybe some chocolate eggs, maybe some boiled eggs. And they can color the eggs and then hide them and look for them. And you go, what? What does that have to do with anything? Then more questions. Well, what, you never heard of paganism? You have to teach the kids how to search for eggs. It's a farmer thing. These are farmer religions. And you go, what? More questions. On and on and on. Until eventually you grow up, you're like, oh, aliens. Why would they lie? Oh, the moon landing. Why would they lie? Outer space is fake. Why did they lie? Oh, what does this have to do with Jesus and the Bible? Who is making up all these stories? On and on and on. The seeking. You just keep going, finding new questions. And I'm so far down the rabbit hole now. I think they're all connected. I think the same person, spirit, whatever, the same thing that's behind Santa Claus is behind science fiction and behind the faking the moon landing. It's behind Easter Bunny, superheroes, comic books. Elvis Presley. Everything is connected. But when you start talking about it, people naturally go, what? Are you out of your mind? Are you a conspiracy theorist? And then you go, well, you know that term conspiracy theorist? That was started by the CIA to discredit people who would question the government. You just use the term conspiracy theorist as a synonym for insane, paranoid person. Stupid, paranoid, crazy person. That's all mind control. It's trauma-based mind control. You know, look it up. But watch what you say. They'll be calling you a radical. They'll be calling you a conspiracy theorist. I say, walk what you walk. I can't sing this morning. Watch what you say. They'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, oh, fanatical criminal. Won't you sign up with me? Some people think that all this deception, from Santa Claus to the moon landing, to the shape of the earth, to outer space, science fiction, evolution, the Big Bang, Elvis dying, that all this What was I going to say about that? All of this is connected. There's a big awakening happening. People are waking up. Oh, but all this, the effort, the why would they lie? Ultimately comes down to, some people say, they don't want us to know our true nature. But there's something about us that we have forgotten. That we might be under a spell. Might be under a curse. Why do they call it cursive when you're doing your spelling? Has everybody been put under a hypnotic spell? Under some kind of curse? Some kind of trick? To make us not aware that maybe we are superheroes. Maybe we do have some kind of special powers. Maybe we are spirits. Maybe we do have, there might be a whole thing that we don't know what we don't know. Shirley says, you can call me a liberal. I love freedom. Watch what you say. They'll be calling you a liberal. Oh, a criminal. Cynical. That's a great thing about that song. They rhyme words like liberal and cynical, criminal. Won't you sign up with me? I'd like to be your acceptable. Yeah. Be careful if they call you acceptable. She's acceptable. We vetted her. That's kind of the problem with college, too. I think college doesn't only... They tell us, well, it kind of tells future employers that you are educatable. You jumped through the hoops. You passed their tests. You mastered writing and research. And whatever you majored in, these are the skills you learned at college. You can organize and express yourself and learn and be, accountable to deadlines. And better yet, you're deeply in debt, so you're not likely to quit your job anytime soon. So college kind of vets a person. You get through, it tells us the employer can just kind of go, what? Oh, you went to Harvard? Yeah, you're probably cool. Come on in. But it also tells them, oh, you spent the last 4+ years learning about gender studies, the patriarchy, learning whatever narrative that's been approved of by the Rockefeller textbook publishers. The more educated you get, the less likely... Like, it took me a good 20 years after college to open my mind up again. I used to be really open-minded. Like when I was a kid, I believed in everything. UFOs, Bigfoot, ghosts, extra dimensions, artificial intelligence, time travel, black holes, the Big Bang, all of it. There's anything. I believed everything. There was probably nothing I didn't believe in. Astrology, my mood watch, mood rings, all of it. I believed everything. Then I went to college and I got real cocky. Then I only believed in a few things. I didn't believe in conspiracies, but I also didn't believe in God for a while. I didn't believe in the Bible. I believed in racism and white supremacy. I wasn't a white supremacist. I believed it existed. I thought there was a secret cabal of powerful white men pulling the levers, running the tricks. But now, I've gone so far down rabbit holes. It's like, no, that's what they want you to believe. The pyramid, those guys are just soulless puppets. The real puppet master goes way up. I don't know. Man, it's getting late. I better go back. Miigwech bizadawiye, Gitchimanadu. Thank you for listening. Okay, BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. You ready to come home? Yeah, would you pick me up? You got it. All right, hang on. I'm scanning for them coordinates. Okay. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. Ta-da! Hey, welcome back. Thank you so much. What'd you talk about? I don't know. Conspiracies, pretty much, I think. College. Being a hopeless seeker. Me and Diane. Little ditty about me and Diane. 2 American kids growing up in the heartland. Are we in the heartland? Yeah, I think so. I mean, people refer to this as the Midwest. How can we be the Midwest when we're this far north? Well, we're right smack dab in the center of the continent. Oh, yeah, I suppose we are if you count Canada. Which I do. Living in the Midwest. I don't know. Surrealist. Check out Always There For You by Striper. And Always by Bon Jovi. Is Striper ripping off Bon Jovi tunes? Wally Bear says, the casino I work at, the Goose family is getting big. I walked by the male. He bowed to me, didn't chase me away. Must know I don't mean them any harm. Yeah, I always kind of give a wide... Sometimes when I'm walking outside of town, there'll be like a Goose family out by the swamps over there by OJIBERISH. And, yeah, those Goose families, I don't mess with geese. They seem mean. But, yeah, they haven't given me any trouble yet, but, you know. OJIBERISH. Where we are, we're just up the road, or a few blocks, I don't know, maybe a mile, from a place called OJIBERISH. New Spirit. And I think it's either a treatment center. Is it a treatment center or is it just kid jail? I don't know. I think it's a little of both. OJIBERISH. It's a place where troubled Indian kids go and they live there. And they have classes, I guess. But do you have to commit a crime to go to OJIBERISH, or can you just go there because you're an alcoholic or something? I think all the kids are criminals. Are they? No, I don't know. The darkness. I believe in a thing called love. Is the darkness? I've been watching this video. Surrealist just wrote, the darkness. I believe in a thing called love. There's a cool video. The guy's name is... It's a lead singer of what I want to say is the darkness. And he just talks about music and stuff now and what it used to be. Somebody rides again. Rides again. Again. What is the lead singer's name in the darkness, Surrealist? Justin Hawkins rides again. That's what it is. Justin Hawkins. Is Justin Hawkins the lead singer of The Darkness, or am I thinking of something else? Because this guy's really cool. He's got like a thick English accent, and he's always talking about when he was in... And I never knew The Darkness, but that dude knows his music. And he'll like show clips of like Bon Jovi. Oh, Bon Jovi's voice is going. Should he hang it up? You know. Justin Hawkins rides again. Again. Any podcast recommendations you want to make before we call it a show? As always, go to BitChute and watch Owen Benjamin. Owen Benjamin. That's my favorite live stream. Yep. And I also like watching that's it. That's the only podcast you watch? What about Joe Rogan? I haven't watched Joe Rogan in years. I haven't seen a Joe Rogan since he went to Spotify. But I used to watch Joe Rogan every day. Do I have any podcasts I like? I mean, we watch YouTube all day long, but I wouldn't recommend them. You know, I'm watching little 3-minute clips of the boys. Yeah, if I can think of any, I'll make a recommendation. Honestly by Striper is another good song. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. What do you think, Michael? You want to call it a show? Yeah, I think I better. All right. Hey, everybody. Just want to say me quetch for the memories and me quetch bis and dowie egg. Thank you for listening. Dash me quetch gonna wabi egg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This over here is NANABOOZHOO. Okay, hey, miigwech. That over there is Michael Lyons. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Sweetie? When to teleport. See you tomorrow. Make it so, number 1. Isn't it working? Yeah. Pushing the button and jiggling the wire. You gotta hold the button and jiggle the wire. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. It's just seeing how well the audio. Let's see, how do you want to do this? Emily's got one crazy eye. She looks to the west and she looks to the sky. Don't ask how she sees when she looks. She's watching you and me.
Do you want to look at some gibberish?
And Emily knows something about blow. Dizzy white snow finds its way up her nose.
Hey, Grandma. What is it, honey? Have you seen my coat? Did you check the closet? Did I check the closet? Oh no, I was looking in the fridge here. Thanks. What a good tip. Oh, here it is. Never mind.
I can only say that I've seen better days, and this is my mistake, and I'll get only what I take. Well, I've decided to quit the show. You're quitting the show?